watch this. Elijah had a mantle. And when he was going on the appointment that heaven gave to him, where chariots of fire took him, he used that mantle and divided Jordan. And they passed. Elisha was behind him, pushing him. As Elijah was pushing him, God took him. And his mantle fell. And Elisha picked it. Receiving of mantle determines who you are pushing up. It's a very simple thing. I have a mantle. And if you push me up by my disposition, because you're pushing me and I'm leaning on you, what happens? My mantle fails. People that collect mantles are those who push others up. Who are you pushing up? It was when Elisha pushed Elijah that mantle fell for him. Guess what? Elisha's ministry did not start from the scratch. Elisha's ministry started from Elijah, where he stopped. Usually Elijah started from the scratch, struggling. But because of mantle, Elisha did not have to go through the process. His starting point was Elijah's stopping point. That's the power of mantle. When you pick up a man's mantle, his place of highest strength becomes your starting point. That's why we call for transference of grace. When you receive the grace a man carries truly from your heart, wherever it is height in ministry becomes your starting point. Even if you started, you assume that position, and you are usually ahead of whoever that imparts you. The reason is not far-fetched. Look at Dr. Nature. We don't say it, but it's true. What he's doing has surpassed what Papa is doing. The highest of all of them is Pastor Ibiomi. And I can see Ibiomi's heart in terms of numerical strength and money and other things. They've all since surpassed Papa because they stood on his shoulders and kicked off from where he started. What's about to happen is that any little achievement you have seen that I've gotten, plus the spirit of just men made perfect that is following me, will just, with a snap of the finger, come upon somebody tonight. That's what we call impartation. But it doesn't just happen. It happens after followership. There were other prophets. There were other sons of prophets. There were other ministers in Elijah's gather who were not able to pick the mantle. What made Elisha pick the mantle was followership. It has a principle that if you don't complete it, you will come to take the mantle, but it won't work for you. Who you follow determines what you carry. Who you follow determines what follows you and who follows you. It's important. It's very important. We are not talking too much about it, but we've been able to see people. Those of you who are online and following the teachings, or the caliber of people that are following us from different parts of the world, there must be a gift in you that the grace will push. Look at Moses. Moses from birth received a calling. And when others died and were killed, Moses was contained in a basket and dropped inside water. And the water took him to his place of appointment. The water didn't carry him anywhere else, but took him to Pharaoh's house, where he needed to develop and refine his calling, from where he would change the whole world. When you receive it, you have your gift. You need the river to carry you to where you need to be. And that's the river we want to release. No river no discovery of location. It's the river that takes you to your location where you are going to be announced. You must board the river. You must make contact with the river that carries you to the place of your announcement. That's what the anointing does. The river. Remember the 4 dimensions of Ezekiel's grace: the ankle grace, the knee grace, the lion's grace, the shoulders, and then the entire body. Are you really ready? There are platforms through which grace is transferred: anointing oil, mantle, laying on of hands, breath of the man of God. These are many others. Are platforms through which grace is transferred. We are going to use one, and that's anointing. The oil is a platform, is a transport system introduced by Jehovah himself that carries his spirit. Make no mistake about it. 1 Samuel 16 verse 13 made it clear. Other scriptures may be vague about it. But 1 Samuel 16, 13, as soon as Samuel anointed David with oil, it was oil they saw, but it was spirit that manifested. Look at the scriptures. Put it again. Then Samuel took the horn of oil and anointed him in the midst of his brethren. What came upon him? It was oil that was given, but it was spirit that manifested. Why? Because the spirit was hidden in the oil. The oil is a platform. Once they put the oil, the physical thing you see, but the spiritual thing you don't see is God's spirit. Oil is a transport system that transfers grace, the spirit of grace. And there's no need of boring you, because you're all ministers. You have preached on the anointing severally in different services you have. But I just want to pick this one up to tell you. Physically now you see oil on your head, but try and see the spiritual thing taking place. Oil on your head, spirit in your spirit. Oil on your head, grace to your spirit. If the oil does not come on your head, grace cannot be imparted. When the oil lands, grace is imparted.
Thank you so much for watching. I'm sure you have been truly blessed. To share your praise report or prayer request, SMS Pastor Larry on the numbers showing on your screen, or you can email us at larrymichelle123@gmail.com. God bless you.